company is Black Series Edition LLC. This individual makes these products may feel right now at the moment that we are attacking you. We are not attacking you in any way whatsoever. We're not making anything up. This is not a lie or anything. These are your videos at the end of the day on your YouTube channel showing your products doing things that they should not be doing and failing miserably. And the reason why is because there are things that customers need to know before you go out and purchase a product. You need to make sure that the product is tested. You need to make sure they can show tests before the product was sold. You need to know if it has a batch number, guaranteed verification, knowing the product can be tested before it's shipped out to you. And of course, possibly a ship back policy. So again, they can ship it back, test it on camera to show that the product is working perfectly fine. Guarantees and batch numbers are extremely important. One of the things you'll find out about projection screen products is what can kill a product faster is instructions. You make the instructions super complicated. You make it so that the customer has to struggle to use it. This is going to turn the customer off completely. One of the things I've seen with the Goopity Goo, because this is not the PSP products, it would be the Goopity Goo, their product. The problem is that you can see all these problems that are popping up. These are major red flags in screen paint products. Now you see how the paint's being pushed around? See how it's leaving large puddles here, here, and here? It's because whatever's going on inside this mixture, it is not mixing well at all, and it's just basically leaving streak marks all over the screen. So let's show you from the beginning, and this is his products right here. Partay's products. These are his showing the product application. This used to be on his site, but he did remove it. So basically a lot of crazy instructions, but let's get to the paint down part to show you exactly that this is not what you want when it comes to painting your screen.
Nice. Now you just want to go ahead and get to rolling. And what you want to do, the goal here is to cover the surface. You're not trying to get a pretty roll, like you're rolling a wall in your house or something. You just want to, first of all, what you want to do is try to get your...
Now you see those first marks right there where the paint's coming up? This is something you never want to see in a screen paint. This is extremely bad. Red flag right here that you're going to have problems from the door. This should be one smooth stroke. You should see automatic coverage. The fact that you're not getting automatic coverage, this is bad. And mind you, he did prime the surface first.
Or saturated with the material. I'm rolling it back and forth. You want to saturate the roller with the material.
Like this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Y'all, I have not done this. So...
Now, keep in mind, she does not have to be professional. Painting the screen is extremely easy. It's the same requirement if you're basically painting your wall. It's it. It's very easy. Put the roller in, you roll it in, you put it, take a little excess off, and you just go over your wall. That's it. Everybody has painted a wall here and there. It's that easy. You should never get this kind of reaction from actually painting anything, because it tells you right there either the paint is defective or something's wrong with it. You should never get this kind of look at all, period. This is extremely bad. Like I said, goo screen, easy to paint a screen. I've done goo screens. I've painted a couple of those in, easy to do. Once it applies to the surface, you're going to see coverage. This is not coverage. This is smearing through the screen. And look how the paint is basically puddling up. See these huge puddles? You should never see this. Watch
But
this.
now you want to start rolling it. Like
Now see those huge streak marks that are popping up? Look at this.
There you go. You're just trying to get coverage, a good, even coverage. It's not going to look even as far as color, but you want the whole surface to be wet.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. This surface is going to be wet. When you put paint on a wall, it's going to be wet. Paint does not come up dry. It's not like you got to go in, you got to wet your walls down with a sponge and your paint comes up. You got to paint your paint on dry. It doesn't work that way. The paint is actually wet. So your walls will be wet when you paint it. We painted this. This was wet when I painted it. It wasn't dry. So again, as I said before, bunch of nonsense on the door. And look at this. Look at the streaks. Look at the paint not marrying well. Look at those. That is absolutely awful. First impression is always last impression. Any customer painting this on, the first thing's going to pop up in their head is, oh, I don't like the way this is looking. And keep in mind, this is going on your fixed frame screen. Heck, it could be going on your wall. And the first thing you're going to get is a bad reaction by saying, I don't like the way this looks. And you're not going to go any farther because you don't want to mess it up. Now you're thinking about trying to get this stuff off your wall. You're not thinking about farthering the painting. Get it off your wall. If a person's working, like I said, with a professional painter, he's a professional painter. He's going to look at this and say, oh, there's something wrong with this. First thing he's going to do is he's going to stop. He doesn't want to damage the surface anymore. He's going to contact the owner and say, hey, look, send some pictures over to you. This is what I'm getting on the wall right now. This is what's coming up on your screen. He's going to come over to him, see him, and say to him today, well, what happened? He said, nothing. I took it out of the candy. This is what I got. This is what happened. Contact the person who made it. Now they're going to contact you. Why is it doing this? What's going on? And you're going to say, oh, you're just wetting the surface, getting the surface wet. Do you have any idea? When he replies that back to the painter's going to start laughing and go, okay, do me a favor, go get your money back. Because that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Go get your money back. Yeah, it's stupid.
It's as easy as that. Just basically, but try not to roll it off. I usually roll side to side.
I got you. And instructed me.
So if you notice, as she's pushing this around, she's not painting the screen. Those big drips, those puddles that are popping up right here, this shouldn't be here at all, period. If you could properly paint it, she's just pushing it around. All she's doing is just pushing all the paint around, and she's getting no coverage. Surface is pushing through. This should be a one-coat application, easily.
Try not to roll it off. I usually roll side to side.
I got you. And instructed me. Clearly, I'm not a painter.
That has nothing to do with it. You don't have to be a professional painter. People go in at a Home Depot, Sherwin-Williams, Benjamin Moore. They're not all professional painters. People just paint their room. It's not that hard to do. Tape it off the area. Now, professional painters on a different story. They do things a little different than we do. And they're faster, quicker, better with it, more accurate with it, because they've been doing it for years. They're professional. Us, on the other hand, we're going to make mistakes. Things are going to pop up, but we can still paint the walls if we had to. So you're not going to get that reaction at all, period, when you're painting a wall. Do you have how many complaints that paint stores would get at the end of the day if somebody brought home a can of paint and had this reaction from the paint? Yeah, you'd be right back there screaming and yelling at them like, look at this, man. Look at my walls. My walls got this whole bloody, spotty look to it. So no. Look at that's a hot mess. Look at that. That's a hot mess.
You're not trying to get a pretty roll at all. What you're trying to do
Can't get a pretty roll. That's messy and nasty.
All right, see, now you can start applying just a little bit of pressure, going either side to side or up and down. Just apply a little bit more pressure. Just be easy when you want to roll.
Still streaking.
Not just.
Yeah, not just sliding.
Gotcha.
If he has to sit there and instruct her on every little thing, I can give somebody a roller in the paint and go paint the screen. And that's it. Shake it up, drop it on, paint it. You're done. That's it. He has to instruct her. So if he has to teach her and she's making mistakes on here, one more somebody else is going to have mistakes on here. Look, and it's still streaking. It's streaking here. It's not even covering correctly. Look at this. It's lighter here. It's darker there. That is a hot mess. That's like mud and sand.
Code across the screen now.
Streak marks. So streak marks.
And that's really all you're wanting to do is just make sure you get a good even coat.
That's not an even coat. How is that an even coat? Look at this.
All right, now go back to this side and just lightly hold your roller.
Now, lightly hold the roller. You know why they do that? Because the surface is basically, if you were to touch it or add any pressure to it, you would smear paint all over again. You would repeat the process of streaking the daylights out of the screen. So the lighter the roll makes less contact with the screen, the better chance you have of pretty much trying to coat this thing in. Mind you, if you're doing this with a screen of that size right here, and that's a 4x8 screen, about 106 inches, that is going to be a headache to do. And then top, oh man, this is a mess. So now she had to lightly roll it. Because if you put too much pressure on it,
go take your your...
It's going to repeat the process of a
and
streaking.
put it about halfway on the line you just made.
Right here.
And just do that again. Let the weight of the roller do that over and over.
It's still
across your
streaking,
surface.
look. You can still see the board on the other side. Look at that.
Now the reason we're doing this is because I want to show you it's very easy. It's just a technique, right? But also this will help you optimize. That's it. You're done. This will help you optimize the surface. So the surface is going to have less texture. It's going to be very fine and give you a really nice image. So that's it. It was just coat the surface, do your light roll all the way across, and then now we're going to let it set for maybe 2 to 3 minutes, just because this starts to try to level set itself. We're going to let it set for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're going to put it on we're going to put it on the fan, and we'll be back in just a few, okay?
Trash talk.
All right, so we're back. Now, one thing that I did forget to mention in the first coat was when you finish,
The screen is drying. So let's look at the reaction of the screen drying. Look at that. Can you imagine your screen getting this look at all, period? That's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Look at that. That's absolutely horrible. The divots he can't control, but that's the screen. But if he had a thicker paint, he could cover the divots and cracks and stuff. He would easy to cover it if the paint was a little bit more thicker, but he can't because the paint's too thin. But look at this.
rinse out your roller. Now, what I do is usually that's the reason I use so little material. That way, there's not really a lot to rinse out of your roller. So you don't waste a lot of material, but you start with a fresh roller for this coat. So this time, we're going to do the exact same thing we did last time. And while Kelly's rolling it, I'll talk a little about the product itself and what it's designed and engineered to do for you. It'd be hard to hold this one, yeah. So just get used to it. Very nice. And she's just going to repeat the same thing that happened last time. You just try to move this around, get your roller getting wet, just kind of going back and forth across. If you just go across your panel there, you'll saturate the roller. And then you're just going to try to make sure that you move the material around to coat the full screen. So while Kelly's rolling here and getting that done, see, I'm just going to cut you loose on your own.
Good luck with that.
All right, folks, so while Kelly's doing her thing, I'm going to do a little narration here. So what you want to avoid is overworking this. That's the reason I'm being so thorough in the explanation. Because the tendency for people is to try to roll this as a paint, where you're trying to get
My goodness, man. Just to hear you talk is the equivalent of watching somebody basically rake their fingers down a chalkboard. Paint the screen and be done with it. See how fast it takes me to paint a screen? Just like that. On site, bam, 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 done. If I had to do 20 or 30 of these in a unit, you have the idea how long this would take me to be able to paint in. No painter in their right mind's going to go through this. I could paint walls faster than this. Oh my goodness.
color coverage that looks the same from one roll to the next roll. You don't need to worry.
Mind you, we have canceled orders on this one.
It's going to happen naturally as you do your layers. Okay? What you're trying to do is, one, get coverage on the surface. Two, when I say coverage, just get the surface wet with the material.
Get the surface wet with the material. Yeah. Already having problems already.
Go back. Step two, you're going to add a little bit of pressure like she's doing now, just rolling.
He's streaking the screen. So there's a streak mark right there. Look at all that. That's streaking. Look at this. Uneven areas all across the screen. You can see it.
One direction. really shouldn't even be going back and forth. Just one direction is easy enough.
You literally just went over this surface twice. Like you did it the first time, now you're back over it again.
Yeah, just add slight pressure. And what you'll see is that'll start to colorize the surface. And then you're going to go back and do the same thing, but with no pressure, just letting the roller do its thing, which is going to give you a very refined, low texture surface. So that
Video flash for a minute. Dude, you better not be trying to delete this video. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't delete videos, man. You don't want to be like Jamie at the end of the day, because we catch him in live streams deleting videos. Don't do that.
this material has been designed to make it easy for you, and so that whoever creates a screen, as long as you follow the instructions, it's going to come out the same regardless of Tom in Oklahoma.
Let me explain something to you. See the color you have right here? That color is called, what's it called? Software gray. That's it. It's painted in software gray. Think I'm joking? Sherman-Williams, software gray. You just painted in software gray. That's literally what you just painted in. I told you I can match your screen just by looking at it. I painted dozens of screens. That's what your color you have is software gray. That'll do the exact same thing as your product will do. See where it says software gray? SW774? That'll match. Tell me, Mr. Fernando, if I'm not right on that. Didn't I guess your product all the way over there when I said your product was network grade 773? Was I wrong? No, it was not. There we go. That's what you have right there. You have software gray. Software gray.
Does it, or Josie in the UK does it. It doesn't matter, right? It should come out the same, and that's the reason that we've designed it to do this. The material itself it's not fully self-leveling, at least not at that thickness. It's not going to be full.
I think the problem with you, Mr. Rogers, is that you think you're smarter than me at the end of the day, don't you? I think that's what it is. It bothers you. Is it this? Is this a bother for you? I'm curious. Is this a bother for you? Is my skin tone a bother for you? Because I'm curious about that. Because I think it bothers you at the end of the day that I can develop technology on that advanced level, and you come off in your videos as if I don't know what I'm talking about. Like you're supposed to be really much more superior than me at the end of the day. Does it bother you? Does this upset you? Does that upset you right there? Does my color upset you? Because I've had that come up quite a few times where people have made that statement that some people are bothered that I'm an African American and that I developed this technology. As a matter of fact, I'm the only African American that has this black technology. The only one. So I think it bothers some people at the end of the day that they don't like it, that my skin color at the end of the day shows that I have developed this advanced technology, and they don't like it. Yeah.
Self-leveling, but you do want to let it set for 2 or 3 minutes, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but you're going to want to let it set for 2 or 3 minutes so it can self-level, and then you throw the fan on it, let it dry, do its thing, and as soon as it's dry. Now, dry is dry, okay? It shouldn't be tacky, so you want to make sure that it's not tacky. As a matter of fact, when you feel the surface, especially if you've had it on a fan, it's probably going to be a cool surface, but you just feel, and as long as it feels nice and smooth, not tacky at all, you're ready to go for the next coat. So just want to make sure folks understand, do not overwork the product. It doesn't need to be. Once again, not a paint, not meant to coat like a paint or better.
It's a paint. It's a paint with a whole bunch of water in it. That's what it is. It's literally a paint with a whole bunch of water in it.
Made like a paint. All right, guys, Danny back. So I want to take a moment while Kelly's doing her thing to give you an idea.
Now, they put 2 coats on this paint. Look how bad it looks. See the streak marks in between? The opposite side is primer, because he did prime the surface. But you can literally see the primer pushing through. You can see the streak marks there. You can see the streak marks there. All throughout the entire screen. Look at that. All the way up. Didn't coat anything at all. Didn't cover. 2 applications. Nothing covered anything. You can still see the white specks from the primer, gray specks from the primer on the other side.
the surface. So now you can see, looking at this, you can see, okay, there's a line here, and there's a line here, and there's a line here. But we're not through yet, right? So don't worry about that. You can see the little specks in there where you can still see through to the substrate.
First things first, again, you should never be to see that. One code application and that should have disappeared. That's a post office box over there. One application, we can code that just like that. It's going, it's not even there. If I was using your product, I'd probably be able to read that box from right over here. That's awful.
So don't worry about that. What you'll notice is that we're starting to get a uniform color. Now this here, this is a crease in the, you can see in the panel that we're doing, there's some.
See this shine coming off the paint? You know what that means? Automatic hot spotting with an ultra short throw. See how that light's pushing off the screen? See that? That's a bad idea. So this paint's coming up shiny.
Consistencies in the panel. But once
you can literally see, it's dry. You can literally see the reflection of the objects bouncing off the screen. Yeah, that's what you call hot spot city.
Worst case scenario, we're using just an old cheap panel here that's got creases.
And the reason why you can see all the creases and imperfections, because when you have a paint that's very, very thin, that's why he suggests you to paint on smooth surfaces. Any surface that may have the imperfections, like walls may have it, he can't cover it because that thin coating will push it right through.
Little divots and things like that. But looking at the surface, this is going to start to shape up in our third roll. All right?
Third roll.
So we'll get Kelly in here in just a second and get started back. All right. So you want to stir it up again. We cleaned our roller. Very little material came out of it this time, so you did a good job. Not using too much last time. All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Now, you remember the conversation where he said that I never said anything about 4 containers? Question, how are you shipping this? Because you would need 4 containers to ship it. It's 4 different colors. They're not all the same colors. I saw 3 different colors pop up on there. So how are you shipping this without cross-contamination from one spilling into another? Since you can't ship it in one big container, what would you need? 4 containers. Gee whiz Louise, do we do math at the end of the day? It's not hard to figure that one out.
What's left in there? Just roll that out.
So now we're on 4. No, sorry, 3.
Remember to move your material first. So start all the material that's in the center.
Yep.
You want to make sure you start moving it out.
This is also another screen paint color. You can just skip all of that and just basically get that one done. Oh my goodness. You can go easily right to the Sherwin-Williams 235 sample. Sherwin-Williams 235 samples. So these are the Sherwin-Williams 235 samples. They match just about everything. This is the most dangerous sample sheet on the planet because this stuff will match your gray stuff. You're making a darker product, it'll get your stuff. So right now, you're somewhere in the range of, yeah, I'm already here. We don't need all that. Get out of here. We're in the range of, let me see right here. Bum, 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. That's looking a little bit more like let me see. 230. Here we go. We're on here. I would say you've been in the area of somewhere between peppercorn. So peppercorn. I would say peppercorn or night owl. Right in this area right there. Peppercorn. That's an interesting name. Peppercorn. Like Pepperidge Farms. Peppercorn. Yeah. See right here? See right there? Yeah, you're right, night owl and peppercorn. So either way, any one of those would work. Or urban Bronze would definitely be a nice match right there. Well, I gotta start answering my messages, don't I? Yeah, I'll get around to it. Those are customers. We actually post on here too. As a matter of fact, some of their stuff is posted on here, but don't touch their stuff. Literally. All right, let's go in here. You guys, easy. But I say I would go. If I was going to switch which ones, this one would give you darker contrast. This one would give you lighter white levels. So which one would I go between these three? This one right here. Night Owl would be perfect. It'd be perfect. It'd be perfect color. Night Owl.
Yeah, so if you have a little piece of your roller or anything like that that comes off, you see a speck of something, just take it off with your finger and go back over it.
We want to do 3 coats right now. 3 coats, mind you. This is a small surface. Imagine doing that one. That's 4 feet by 8 feet. Imagine doing the screen we have to do here. This is an entire wall we have to put in. Can you imagine painting that there? I don't even want to think about that, to tell you the truth.
So now you want to do your light bulb because you were putting pressure over some of
So now you just went over the first time. Now you got to go back over it again with the light roll. Man, what in freaking skippity doodah day is that? So let me get this straight. Each application is going to require just to move the paint around. Once you move the paint around, then we put in a heavy roll. Once you put in a heavy roll, then we put in a light roll. Gee, are you kidding me? There's no, you're painting 250-inch screens in. There's no way in the world would do this to a 250.
So you just want to make sure that you always
Oh, it's making my head hurt.
Very light, no pressure on the roller, just let the weight of the roller. All you're doing is just moving the roller. So there's coat 3. It may end up being our last coat. I know I said 4. We'll take a look at the end of this and see if we need a 4th coat. Sometimes I'll go ahead and do a 4th coat anyway. It's good to have 4 coats because this is an optical layering system. Okay, so you're building something.
Optical. Dude, you lie so much. You're going to back that up in court, by the way. You're going to prove to the court that that's an ocular laying system. Everything you just said in this video is going to be prosecuted in court for this. Optical. Oh, yeah, I can't wait to see this one. Explain that one, please. Professor Griff over here talking about ocular laying system. It's the plutonium, the nitro. Dude, no. I'm sorry, no. It's paint. That's all it is. There's nothing special about it. Yeah, I can't wait to get you in the courtroom. This is the most dumbest thing I've ever heard. Ocular laying system. Let's keep it going.
Specifically, it's made for it to have essentially 4 coats. So we'll probably come back and do our little 4th coat on it. But for the most part, we're going to just let this set for a second, come back. We'll put it in front of the fan there, let it dry, and then we'll be back. All right, guys, we're back. And so we're going for the 4th.
So I told you the color here, the magic color, magic color, magic color, color. Ooh, do. That right here, right there. There we go. Kaboom. Magic color would be this right here, the night owl. I ain't go with this, but I'd rather go with this. This will give you a darker contrast, but this is absolutely mind-numbing to watch, I swear. I think I've watched this video more times than I needed to. Just waiting for a guy to come out on a tricycle saying, hey, you want to play a game? Sorry, buddy, I beat you to the punch. I'm already doing it. Jeez. My goodness. Dude, your voice reminds me of the on Ferris Bueller, the guy in the class, like Bueller. That's what you remind me of, dude, in the class. Everything you said is mumbo jumbo. Everything he just said is fake. It's all fake. Ocular system. No, dude. What you did was just put in multiple applications on a surface of paint. That's all you did. There's none of that nonsense going on. Lie. But keep in mind, when we get you in court, you're going to go to court for this one too.
4th and final coat.
And that is the color, ladies and gentlemen, of Network Gray 773. So let me explain something to you. Instead of you going through all of this, because he's going to have to prove in court that each one of those layers cause a reaction and change to the screen's outcome and performance. If he can't do that, then he's in a lot of trouble. All of this is just paint, layers of paint, layers of paint. So all you had to do is basically, instead of going through all that nonsense and smearing the paint around, just go get network grade 773 and just be done. That's it. But he's going to have to prove that in court. Mr. Rogers, you understand that we take it to court for two different, actually a couple of things we're taking to court, but this is one of the videos, so I'm recording it. You're going to have to prove that each one of these layers changed the outcome of the screen. But that's network grade 773, which will be the final code. And you literally could have just started with that and been done.
There you go. All right, so that's our last code. We're going to let that set for just a second, and then
that little spot took that much work to get done. Can you imagine if you had to do a 120 or 150 inch screen? If you had to do a 100 inch screen, 100 screen is actually 4 feet by 7 feet. Or it's 4 feet by 8 feet. Oh, heck no. Your back would be killing you. I showed it to a guy who's a professional painter. He's like, who the freak's painting this down at the end of the day? Yeah, precisely. Who is painting this down? We're at 31 minutes, and yeah, it took us that long to get through this monstrosity. My goodness.
And we're going to put that in front of the fan, and we should be good to test it out in the room.
Oh, please tell me we have this video in here. Where's this other one at? Where's the other one at, man? I'm not seeing it in here. You didn't put the link in here? Where's the other part of this video at? Gotta see it. Where's it at? It's not even in here. Of course it's not in here. Application surface. Let me see. Let's put down. I'm finding the half of this thing. Let me see. Yeah, application. Oops, not you. Applications. Let's see, surface. Surfboard. This is the other half of it right here. Yep. Found it.
So she said her tagline was, "So easy an amateur can do it." So what I'm showing
now you see those lines and imperfections. Another paint would have been able to absorb that with no problem because the product is so thin. So that means any imperfections you're going to have in your surface, you can't paint this stuff on.
here is that
And the color of this is network grade 773.
Creases and seams where this is just a cheap foam panel. I think we picked it up at Dollar General.
Yeah, look at all the creases in it and everything. Yeah, everything came through. Paint's too thin. And they had to put 3 applications on this.
Material on either side of your middle bar is going
Now, this is what I want to show you. The wall is the same color. Look at the wall. Look at the screen. Yeah, they're the same color at the end of the day. So basically, the 1-coat application that he put into the environment to paint his environment is actually doing the same thing as the 3-coat application that's supposed to some kind of optimizing, fusion, whatever, something technology. Yeah, it's doing the same thing.
back, and even if you have 2 bars in the back, it's still going to sag a little bit whenever you try to put pressure on your screen. So my recommendation is that if you go to paint or repaint our formula on top of a painted screen, you're going to want to remove the screen from the frame and paint it.
Did you hear that? I told you I wasn't making that up. Somebody said he never said that. Do you have any idea what happens if you remove a fixed frame screen from the frame after it's painted? The elastic is no longer there anymore because it's been removed once you paint the screen in. Yeah, good luck on that one. You'll never get it back in there. Virtually impossible. Don't know what he's doing.
Let it do its thing and then reattach it. Okay.
But look at the wall. Look at the wall. Look at the fireplace. The fireplace is white. The fireplace is matching the screen. And look at the wall here. It's gray. It's literally matching the screen. Yeah.
Very flexible, so it'll give you plenty of flex. It doesn't dry rigid or anything like that. But let's talk about surfaces. So my recommendation would be to use a manufactured screen, a cheap one. Find you a fixed frame screen, white, just a cheap manufactured screen, say something like an IKEA. Show Maven makes a good one. As a matter of fact, the last two that I've used were Show Maven, and those I bought for church screens, 120 inch, and I think the total cost with tax and everything was still just a little under $150. So not a very expensive screen, zero edge frame, and worked phenomenally for what we needed for it. If you are planning to use a manual pull down or a motorized projection screen, I ask that you hold off.
The walls the same color as the screen paint, which makes it hilarious because I'm pretty sure he didn't go through the process of painting the screen at the same we did in here. It didn't at all. Just get this color right here. Do the same thing.
To test that,
software gray.
I ordered one as of last night, so it should be coming probably sometime this weekend or early next week, and we'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to let it cure. This material cures over about a 7-day period, so I'm going to allow it.
Did you hear that? So it dries over a 7-day period. Out of his mouth.
I'm going to let it cure. This material cures over about a 7-day period, so I'm going to allow it to cure that full time, and then we'll run a test and make sure that there's no issues. I don't expect any with any kind of motorized.
Let me get this straight. By the time you turn off an OLED and turn it back on, your screen would have dried in 7 days. No, sorry, OLED 7 hours. He said 7 days. Make sure we're right on that.
There's no issues. I don't expect any with any kind of motor cure that full time, and then we'll run a test. Material cures over about a 7-day period, so I'm going.
He said 7 days. So at least the OLED is only 7 hours. 7 days. You gotta wait 7 days, bitch. Oh my goodness. Oh, I tell you, this is what you guys got to deal with. Our company signs a big corporate contract, man. We can't make stuff for y'all anymore. We can't. All that stuff basically is excluded for their stuff. I mean, they'll pay us wherever we want at the end of the day, but we can't make anything for y'all anymore. It'll be for their company only. If we get tied into an exclusive contract, man, y'all better hope our feet plant nicely, man, when they start dropping that money into our big money into our accounts, man. Because I got it. Look at that one for a minute. We can make millions of dollars really quick, hundreds of thousands of dollars real quick, just like that. Or we can just basically do this. Which one you want to do? I mean, either way, going to make money off ad tech. It makes them different. Ad tech's going to pave the way for anything we need. Oh man, this is crazy. 7 freaking days. Good luck on that one.
I'm going to allow it to cure that full time, and then we'll run a test.
Look at the wall.
Sure that there's no
and the
issues.
screen.
I don't expect any with any kind of motorized screen or pull down screen, primarily because if you watch the Screen Innovations video, you'll notice when they talk about the black border, how they print that on there because they want to keep as much as far as texture or thickness, material off the screen. This material rolls extremely thin. Even after 4 rolls, you're going to see it's a very thin coat. It looks more like a skin. It's just...
Yes, because you dropped a bunch of water into it. We have that on the site right now showing how much water you literally dumped into this paint, which means you ripped the consumer off. You gave them 16 ounces of water and 16 ounces of paint. That's why he made that excuse by saying when you get the container, it's going to show that it's separated. That's the polymer sticking to the bottom. No, that's the paint basically separating because the water is not supposed to be in there to begin with. You gave them half water. That's like giving people watered down alcohol.
It's kind of shrunk to your surface. So you want to watch that. It's not that it shrinks so much. I'm not concerned about the shrinkage related to those screens. But I want to make sure that we don't have it build up that could cause your motor or your roll or your aperture mechanism.
Yeah, this is what also embarrass you too. So I do motorized projection screens quite a lot more than you do. At the end of the day, I've had everything from tension, fixed frames, 120 inches. I've had them all. So with that being said, I actually bought a screen and deliberately painted 5 applications on them. As a matter of fact, they were custom gaming screens that I developed. You know, one looked like a nuclear bomb or a nuclear setup. The other one had basically a Pac-Man setup, and the other one was basically a RetroPie. Yeah, never had a problem with him at all. You know what he's talking about. Gee whiz, this guy at the end of the day, boy. People must can't stand to hear you at parties. Like, oh, goodness gracious, here comes this joker at the end of the day. My goodness.
To clog up, so, or to warp or
Look
anything
at this.
like that. So just to be safe, more safe than sorry, we'll do that test, and then we'll let you know kind of how that works. And
Yeah, you match the wall. I asked him to take this and put it on the wall, and show he never did it. And then all of a sudden he changed the paint. You know why he changed the paint to the PSP product? Because he made that statement on camera saying that he said that the product basically would evaporate if the water wasn't in there. So I said, okay, that's why we bought the other phone. I said, we'll buy one. We'll drain the water out of it, put a 24-hour stream on it, and then come by and see if it basically evaporated. He pulled the product and got something else. Yeah. Cooked your turkey, didn't I, buddy boy? So no, your product's a fake. It is. Let's get to the point where he says bottom line, and he says that if you paint the screen slightly, it gets a little brighter.
surprisingly well. But you know, these are designed. It does.
The lies. The lies. The lies. Well, I'll get you in that courtroom. You won't be to tell any lies in there because you'll be under oath. Go in there and spread a lie and see what happens to you in there. She was the weird.
Top angle, and you're going to be fine. It does very well in light for a gray screen, extremely well. Surprisingly well.
Listen.
But you know, these are designed to be optical screens. This is up angle, and you're going to be fine. The screen's about 180 lux, so very bright screen. I've taken this up to 400 lux, not front facing, okay, from 400 lux side or top angle, and you're going to be fine. It does very well in light for a gray screen, extremely well, surprisingly well. But you know, these are designed to be light, mid-light, dark, just so that you can see how the screen performs and all. And remember, this is a gray screen. It's not a black screen. It's a gray screen, and it holds its contrast in very high.
Yeah, you just washed out the whole section right here is gone. Definitely gone. This is supposed to be black. And this is the same paint, Mr. Rogers, you canceled against and put the money back in my account. So you could not back the product up.
The maximum light, which this is showing now, you're looking at somewhere in the ballpark of at the top half of the screen, about 180 lux. So very bright screen. I've taken this up to 400 lux, mid-light, dark, just so that you can see how this maximum reflectivity, because otherwise, like a rear projection screen, a lot of your light's going to be going through the screen and hitting the back of your wall. So you really don't want that. It's just a waste of light. So
it's a waste of light, is it? So let me get this straight. My screen pushed 5,200 lumens through a window, while 100,000 lux pushed through the other side, and I was able to generate an image. You don't know what you're talking about at all, period. Gee, what is this guy knows? Nothing.
You want to make sure that you have your prime.
It's mumbo jumbo.
Otherwise, guys, as you can see here, this stuff performs very clean. You're looking at, so you really don't want that. It's just a waste of light. So you want to make sure that you have it primed very, very well. Otherwise, guys.
So the imperfections, I told you. All this should have been covered. So the lines and cracks in the screen, everything right here, because the paint is so thin, it can't mask anything. So if you have any imperfections in your walls, any surfaces, this is going to push right through your screen. See that? Yep. Right, it's all down here. We can see all that. The divots, all that popped up.
As you can see here, this stuff performs very clean. You're looking across this video application that Kelly does here. But you can put a fifth coat if you so choose. Shouldn't be required, but if you do put a fifth coat, generally you get just a subtle amount more brightness. So
Yeah. If you put a fifth coat on it, you get a subtle amount of more brightness. So let me get this straight. Same paint, right? Which coat are we talking about? Are we talking about the first, second, and third, or the third and fourth? Which one are we talking about? But anyway, you're saying if you put another coat on it, it gets brighter. How would that be possible? That sounds more like range gain at the end of the day, where basically, for some strange reason, if you do some strange application, some narrow toe, whatever, up, down, over, up, down, whatever, sounds like basically infinity levels for contra lives. But anyway, if you do that, then all of a sudden your paint basically gain jumps. So how is this possible, Rogers? How are we doing this?
subtle amount more brightness. So a fifth coat can actually help you out, especially if you generally you get just a subtle amount more brightness. So a fifth coat can actually help you out, especially if you're going to be watching in brighter light. All right.
Oh, you're going to have to back this up, buddy boy. This doesn't sound real at the end of the day. So now you got the range gain you got to back up, and this you got to back up. See, people, this is why batch number verifications are extremely important. So customers do not get ripped off on this dumb nonsense. See you in court, Rogers. I did this all under a minute. Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Fake paint at the end of the day. By the way, we got cancellations on all this stuff. All of them, we got cancellations. All of them. Man, this guy can lie his behind off. Man, he can lie his behind off. Did he mention anything in here? Any of the videos, did he mention anything about range gain? No, I forgot he didn't mention that stuff. It's non-existing. So we know the gain doesn't exist in range gain. This sloppy mess at the end of the day. Oh my goodness. Where's that other video at? Oh yeah, let me see. This is the other one. This is the other product. This one he was supposed to remove. He has to remove this. He don't remove it. It doesn't make a difference anyway. Monday morning we're following, so it doesn't make a difference at all. See you in court, buddy. I'm taking your company to court. I'm taking you to court. We're walking around in your backyard and making statements you should have never made to begin with. You know better than that. What happens if you make false statements about a company? Yeah, buddy. Defamation and fraud. Make some bad statements. Yep. I would suggest you consult a lawyer. We got evidence. We got more than enough evidence gathered on you basically to choke a horse. And yes, we will be taking legal actions on that. If someone makes a false statement about your company, you may be able for legal action. Oh, we are definitely hitting you with legal action at the end of the day. Don't get too comfortable, by the way. Don't get comfortable with the home. Don't get comfortable with anything at all, period. I'm coming for your stuff and everything else. And you sit there and cry and whine on camera at the end of the day and say, oh, you know, it's wrong because you should be able to. Yeah, you did. You made false statements you shouldn't have made. On top of that, your product is a scam. It is. You have no way of backing anything up you just said at all, period. Nothing at all. Not a thing. And you had active shopping carts on this. Wait, we don't need this. It's not here. I need, we had active shopping carts on this, man. The reason why you're going to jail, you did something stupid. You're too old. You're an old man. You're old. You don't look in shape. You don't work out in any way whatsoever. You're old. I'm old at the end of the day, but my body's in better shape than yours at the end of the day. I lift weights 3 or 4 times a day. I can easily do 21,000 steps with no problem and still work out when I'm done with it and still go back out and do it again. I'm far better shape than you. And I'm 56. Yeah, nothing will work. We're gonna hit the gym. Something. Hate to say it, but you get in that place over there, you're gonna have a target on your back. You are not built for it. I sat there and said, yeah, and you used to that comfortable life too? Yeah, you ain't gonna like it in there, man. You are not gonna like it. You got some people who come from nothing. They come from nothing. A place like that is still something at the end of the day. It's better than what they have when they're out there. But the more you have, when you go into a place like that, the worse it is for you. Because all your comforts are stripped away from you. But if you never had comforts to begin with, it's not a hard process. So the more you have in life, the harder it is to get to that situation. True. Not really trying to scare you or anything, but if anybody sends you any care packages up, just let you know you're being watched. And people will come take your stuff from you. Just take food off your table, to take food off your tray. I think I'm joking, I'm dead serious. Get a care package from your wife or anything, they'll take it. Any pictures coming from your wife, they'll take them. Yep. Dare you to say something about it. So you better be to show you can rumble at the end of the day. Yep, they're gonna treat you like something else. Yes, sirree. All right, let me see. Where we got the what do we have from there? Let's see. Committing fraud against someone's product. The reason I'm looking all this up for you because I right now need to get a nice little summary of all the stuff that you did, so on Monday morning I can begin your process. So I have all your videos, and don't bother deleting anything. Don't do that because we have copies of everything. Just because I'm on live and you see me make a copy, I make copies when I'm not on live. I can pull your website on my cell phone. I got 2 cell phones and just record your video over. That's it. That's all I need. That's it. From the courthouse, Jamie, or from basic the police station, I pull your channel up. All your evidence is right there displayed. Got you, just like that. Easy. All your little hidden sites that you have at the end of the day where you do copy my name and stuff like that. We got them. We all those been reported. Right in the police report up your stuff right there in the police station. Y'all stupid. Y'all not smart. I met dumb people, but you guys are really stupid. So evidence is right there. Easy. Let me see. What was it I was looking for? Oh yeah. That's what I wanted to find. I need cancellations. And
Here's the definition of cancellation.
This is what I need right here. This is the video that you deleted off your account, isn't it? This is the one you don't want anybody to see. This video shows him growing in the paint he's trying to sell now. This is the one when you click on it leads to this. It's all kinds of gritty marks, there's streak marks, there's everything in the screen. There's a product coming up in 2 different colors. It's a whole lot of mess. But he removed this video and marked it private. We got dozens and dozens of these videos. Painting the screen in, and your screen coming up gritty and dirty. And you removed this video off your account. Look at that. Same effect as it did the other one. Same dirty look. Look at this at the end. Got water in your paint. A lot of water in your paint. So you've been ripping people off. So all this will come up in court, showing how many times you went in and you ripped off your customers. We don't have any customers. Oh, we did find one. We found one guy. He was mad, man. He was complaining. Screen was blotty. It was dirty. He didn't like. Oh, I gotta show you this. It's pretty bad. I don't know if you can't get rid of it because again, he'd have to contact the person, just like with the other one. He would have to contact the person and ask them to remove it. If he won't remove it, he's not going to remove it. And chances are he's not going to remove it because he's probably upset with him due to the fact he probably had an altercation about that whole return policy. Remember, if you open it up, you're stuck with it.
On your site. This mess right here is on your site. And you go over here, not that far off. You know why? Because Solomon Bond did a demonstration and his screen did.
That's a customer who got upset because this screen washed out. It came up blotchy, not even close to ambient light rejection.
It can come up black. You can't see a contrast of it. It said not.
Oh, we got to dig this up real quick. Let me see. Let's see customer reviews. We did pull this thing up. That's elite screens right there. That's your screen. This is just us at the end of the day telling you product don't work. Customer reviews. That's in your own place right there. Oh, this is you talking about the 2.0. And that paint's not that dark, by the way. Guess what? Oh, we got another one I'm going to hit you with. Can you make it easy, man? Where's your customer reviews at, man? I can't find any. Sitting on the floor, as always. Oh, that's not you right there. That's us. That's me doing a video about your paint smearing all over the place.
The Killing Puppet Gel. Easy to stop, easy to donate.
It's been great since Jason's retirement. He's helping around the house more.
Dude, seriously? You're old. I'm gonna be nice here. I'm gonna try to be nice on this video. This person did a lot of nasty things about me at the end of the day, and I'm gonna try to be nice about this. Dude, let me explain something to you. You're an old man. You're an old man. Look at you. You're frail. You're very, very frail. You're very thin, very frail. You're talking trash to me at the end of the day? Do you know how built 8th-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Are you kidding me? You want to do a ring fight? Me and you in a ring. We're around the same age. Come on. I'll tie my hands up. I'll just use my feet. Nah, let me stop playing. Man, you gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Look, all the trash you talk to me at the end of the day, you're lucky I'm a saved man at the end of the day, Partey. It's just nothing to you. I wouldn't even have to use anything. I could literally pick you up. There's nothing to you. You're nothing but sticks and bones, man. You're frail. Look at this. I hate to say this, but gee whiz Louise. You're frail. You're a little man. The other one's too heavy and too slow and can't breathe correctly. And you, on the other hand, right here, you're frail. Gee whiz Louise. You want to do a ring match? Come on, we should do a ring match, man. You talk all this trash at the day, let's do a ring match. Oh, I got a degree. I forgot I got a brown belt in Hapkido. We see each other in the courtroom, man. I'm going to leave it at that. That's all. You don't see how I'm built, man. Oh, my goodness, man. That's it? You talk all that trash and that's it? Man, you should be able to do that, man. You should be able to fight people online, basically. A ring match. Yeah, that's pitiful, man. I'm gonna leave that alone. I gotta be Christian on this. We gotta be Christian on this. We gotta leave that alone. You got a nerve to talk about me, talk trash about me. This is what you look like? I'd beat both of you up at the same time. It would be easy at the end of the day. Gee whiz Louise. Y'all talk all that trash. Y'all threaten me, call me nigger, all this stuff. Yeah, they call me nigger. Call me all this stuff. Boy, I tell you. Bag of bones. He's an old guy. Old guy. With a bag of bones. Really unbelievable. You'll see me. You'll definitely see me. Gee whiz Louise. How much you lift anyway? Not much. I could literally bench press this guy. He is not that big. Ain't nothing to him at all. Period. There's nothing there. It'd be an insult to use what I was trained to do. It's just insults. And that's for the other one. Jamie talked all this trash about basically when to fight me in the ring. Jamie, again, as I said before, I'm trained. You wouldn't last a ring. You wouldn't last a minute. Number one, you're too hot-headed. You'd be swinging all over the place. I can just sidestep you all day. Watch you tire yourself out. And that's it. You look like a frantic swinger. Got all that weight, kneecaps, boom. Drop right to the ground, easy. You don't know how to think. Most people don't know how to think when they fight. They don't. They're too busy all over the place. Gee, it's a weird. Let's leave that one alone. I can't stand people at the end of the day. I try to be Christian. I'm trying to be Christian on this. But you got somebody talking trash to you at the end of the day. That's just human emotion. Not human emotion, but human reaction at the end of the day. Then you want to talk like you're big and bad to me at the end of the day? Man, I'm going to tell you something, man. If you was in my hood, in my neighborhood, and I was still living that life at the end of the day, yeah, you would have got dropped. In a hot second, you would have got dropped. And you can't sit there and say, oh, but I'm 56 years old. You would have got dropped. Talking that trash at the end of the day. All that nonsense y'all be saying to me all day, running your mouth, you would have got dropped easy. I'd have pulled you out of your car and beat you like a dog. Look at him. Ain't nothing to him. He's not going to survive in the system. There's no way in the world. I'm still going to press charges. I don't care. I'm still going to follow everything through. I'm going to get you for touching my company. But you won't survive in the system. No way in the world. Oh, heck no. You're not going to be able to. I can look at you and see victim written all over you. You guys are not designed. Well, forget it. Whatever. I'm moving on. We got things to do. Gee whiz, I know he looked like that. He is like super old. He's like the guy on the box of the Quaker oatmeal box. You're an old dude. How old are you? You can't be anywhere near my age. I'm 56. You can't be my age. You can't be my age. You got to be way older than me. Way older. You got to be way older than me, man. Way older. See that, baby? See that? See that? Bam. See that? Bam. I lift every freaking day. I'm in top shape. I'm in better shape than I was when I was in my 40s. After getting lung disease. My 40s, I was 250 pounds of solid muscle. I'm right now at around 200 pounds right now. I'm trying to get up to 250 right now. I want to get back. I want to get to 260 because I'm taking up judo. I'm taking up advanced judo and I'm taking up Hapkido. I think those two would be a perfect combination. And I got a friend of mine actually is a black belt in judo. He's the only one going to train me. But I got to pick my weight up. One reason why I couldn't take it because I was too thin. I was too small. I was about 160, 170 pounds. I wasn't big enough for it. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Jeez. You're frail, man. You're a frail little dude. You're an old man. Old man. That's my size when I was 40 in Disney World. I was all muscle. Right now, I'm about 200 pounds. 200 pounds. And I'm freaking all muscle. Gee whiz, Louise, man. You gotta be kidding me. That's what you look like? Whew. I'll ignore you from now on. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll ignore you. They give me 10, I want 10 minutes with you. The judge let me have 10 minutes with you in a courtyard, outside. We can fight in the streets. Don't make a difference to me. You wouldn't last. If I jump up and catch you in your chest, sidekick, clip, you're done. That's it. Especially if I fully thrust and get you with the ball of that heel right in the center of your freaking solar plex. That's it. Nah, we're not doing that. But that, man, they give you that option. Oh my goodness, man. Gee whiz, you gotta be freaking kidding me. You look like that. You got a nerve to talk at the end of the day and say some nonsense out of your mouth. These guys they call me all kinds of nasty names. Blah this and blah. You're a little old man at the end of the day. Gee whiz Louise, man. You're old. You're old. You're old. That's what you look like. You're frail, man. There is no way in the world. Look at your shoulders, man. Gee, you're old, man. You're really old. I'm not trying to be rude here. I'm old myself. I'm 56, but gee whiz Louise. And you're threatening me and talking trash to me at the end of the day? How you gonna smack me in the mouth? Okay. Gee whiz. Old dude, man. Probably got to be in his 60s. Look about 65. About 65 at the most. At the end of the day. Yeah, man. You're too old, man. At the end of the day, you're way too old. Definitely too old. You're an old man. Don't bite off more than you can chew. When you get in that system at the end of the day, just keep your head down the entire time. That's what you got to do. Just keep your head down. They might not even bother with you because you're old. You're on top of that. You're too old to be doing dumb stuff, man. You're really old. I ain't trying to be rude here, but you're really, really old. You're a frail little dude. You don't want to be in that place like that. And, you know, I don't got no mercy for you, man, because at the end of the day, you're going. The other one, I let him go because he's got some kids. You know, he gotta be there for his kids. I can't be. At the end of the day, I'm not a big fan of Wake. And if he didn't have the kids, he'd be going to jail right now. Monday morning, I'd be prosecuting him right now. I'll be going on Monday morning, get that done. But because he got the little ones in there, and he do need to grow up with them kids doing their father, I'm not taking no house in there. I'm not going to be responsible for that stuff at the end of the day. So be it. But if he does come out of the woodworks and decide to do something stupid, I couldn't care less about your family at the end of the day. I will hit you as hard as I possibly can. You have my 100% guarantee on that one. But you also have my word at the end of the day. I will not, once we make this, I have this agreement and you disappear and my people can't find you because they're going to search for you, then it's done. I'm not coming back up, not following this, I'm not following that. You're free as can be. Enjoy your life, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But this one at the end of the day, I'm getting you behind bars. Gee, you a frail little thing. Remind me of Martin, where the guy was like, "You a tough piece of leather, but just so put together." Oh, you're tiny. You're a tiny dude, man. Gee whiz Louise. He's frail. I'm not talking about as in short. I got guys that are short that can rumble their butts off, man. I'm talking about he's a frail little man. He is. He talks a lot of trash. You're kind of like the guy who sits on the porch with a megaphone and screams at the kids, you know what I mean, because they ride him past and forth. You know, you're one of them people. You know what I mean? They sit outside with a lawn chair, you know, screaming out in the middle of the road, talking about, slow down. You're going to do that. You're one of these guys at the end of the day. You're a little tiny man. Probably make little birdhouses in the back and stuff like that. And got a rocking chair. I'm pretty sure you got a rocking chair. Definitely you got one. You want to go camping one day? I'll take you camping one day. We'll take you to a survive camp one day. You want to do one of them? We'll kick you out of 30,000 feet of a plane. I think you could survive it. Get you out there in the woods, man. Get you with a carotene, an 8-inch buck knife. You'll be able to survive out there for about a week or two. I can do a month out there if you want. Yep, get you up in the morning, get you in the push-ups, sit-ups, push-ups, chin-ups, all of them at the end of the day. We'll have you lifting weights, carrying heavy packs, the whole 9 yards. You will freaking love it. No, you won't. No, you won't. You'll cry yourself to sleep every night. Every night you will cry yourself to sleep. It's no place like home. There's no place like home. No place, yeah. My niece is the Black Ops. She basically does, she's a boot camp. You want to go to boot camp with us? Man, you couldn't even do my daily workout, man. My daily workout. I got a challenge for you, man. 21, man. We got to do this in the snow. I want a challenge for this guy. You got to do it. Come on, man. You can do it. You can do it. Don't worry. You're gonna break a hip. You should be good. You should be good. Gee, I had no idea he was that old. He's an old dude. What year is this? It's 2 years ago. Oh, crap. Wow, that's what you look like from 2 years ago? Man, sheesh. Dude, you're old. You're super old. You are old. That's from 2 years ago? Man, you even got turkey neck kicking over there too on top of that. He's an old dude, man. I'll tell you one thing, if they ever had the zombie apocalypse, you're the first one to go. You are not going to make it. How fast can you run? How far can you run? How good are your lungs at the end of the day? Sheesh. He's an old dude, man. All right, well, I got to respect my elders. So, he's definitely way older than me. He's an old dude. You got a nerve to call me old man. He had a nerve to call me old man at the end of the day. How dare you call me old man? How dare you? How dare you? Now, I got friends of mine that are huge. I mean, they're massive bodybuilders. These guys are big guys at the end of the day, right? But still, at the end of the day, man, I'm freaking 56. And my body's incredible, man. I lift every day. I got no stomach no more, man. I do constant push-ups. I'm addicted to push-ups. I freaking love push-ups so much, man. But I want to do push-ups. Looking at you make me want to work out more now. Because I don't want to look like that. There's no way in the world I want to look like that. I told you, on my 56th birthday, when my birthday came up, I'm going to lose my weight. I lost the weight already. Matter of fact, thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. Because he did this picture we sent to me where he showed my stomach sticking out. I was like, oh, shoot, got to change that. And now I'm back to boom. Got myself back looking good in T-shirts. My chest move when I talk. Bam, bam, bam. Matter of fact, what are my people doing today? But anyway, so thank you so much. Because if it wasn't for you calling me fat and you being fat, then I wouldn't have lost some weight. Can't get mad about that. Yeah, nobody's calling anybody fat. He's fat himself. How you going to call somebody fat and you're fat yourself? It's like, boom, 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 boom. Your arms are skinny too. You got skinny arms. Man, you got no freaking shoulders. You got no chest. You're old. You're an old dude. I've seen people his age that are built. Oh my, the guy was 65 years old. Gee whiz, that was my goal right there. He was 65 years old. He was a black guy I bumped into. I was like, whoa, how old are you? He's I'm 65. I said, geesh. Yeah, man. He got to lift every day. He got to be lifting every day. There's no excuse for it. You can look good at 65. I see people at 65. The age ain't got nothing to do. It's what you do to take care of your body. He don't take care of his body right. That's why he looked like that. He don't look like that at all, period. I've seen people at 65 and 80 and look amazing. Amazing. Because they lift weights. This joke, I bet you smoke and drink. I guarantee you smoke and drink. Eat probably all kinds. I eat bad food at the end of the day. I do, but I work out every day. Bam. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Bam. Look at that. Look at that. You know how long it took to get that back? How hard I had to work to get that back? Look at that. I had to work every freaking day to get that. You see these jokers right here? I got to lift these suckers every day. I got them at here. I got them at my home front. My sister's boyfriend, he's a bodybuilder. He got them. These are my babies right here. I do 60 each. 60 set of each. I do my coral curls. I do my hammers. All of them. 60 each. 3 times a day. These are my babies. Love these. I'm going to get a bigger pair than this. I like them. I bet you couldn't even lift that. I got to get a little steam off me, man. At the end of the day. You had no minutes talking trash to me like that. Send me an email talking about you gonna smack me in the face and blah blah this, that, and the other, and this, that, and the other. No, man, you ain't doing jack at the end of the day, man. You ain't doing nothing at all, period. You're just talking trash. But I see you're just a grumpy old man at the end of the day. You're full of a lot of hate and anger and all that stuff, and you're just bitter. I can understand that. I'm gonna let it slide. I'm still gonna prosecute you and take you to court and all that stuff. That's definitely gonna happen, no doubt about it. But you're just an angry old man. I had no idea you looked that old. And that's 2 years ago. What the frick you look like now? Could be in the... Okay, no. Don't go there. Nope. I'm going to see who's in an urn somewhere. But that's kind of wrong to say. My bad. Let's go back and be nice about it. Come on, let's be respectful. Let's be respectful. At the end of the day, we got to be respectful. You know, got to be respectful. See, that's why I know people at the end of the day, some are, Christians this and Christians that. Christians lose their tempers too. We get upset. But we got to calm it down. We can get it back together. But man, I had brothers of mine at the end of the day from the church, and somebody do something wrong, like do something really bad to one of their wives or something like that, and they'd be like, "Oh, like I'm okay, let me back it down, let me back it. I remember what kind of who I am at the end of the day. I got to back it down, because man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Whew, the center plate of your chest right there. That's what I'm seeing right there. I'm just seeing. All I'm seeing is just this right here. That's it. Do you have any idea how much of it, my impact when I strike somebody? It's pretty brutal. There's nothing you could even do to even leave it be. It's not even worth it. Not even worth it. An angry old man. He's just an angry old man. That's why he's bitter and upset. That's leave the old man alone. What are you gonna do? Get mad and write me an angry email letter? Oh, you whippersnapper, you! How dare you freaking disrespect me on YouTube, saying things that I'm an old... You're an old man. You're definitely an old man. Look at you, man. You're super old, man. This is like 2 years ago, man. You're super old. Gee whiz Louise. I'm not that old. I'm only freaking 5,000 years old. That's all I am. Is roughly... Gee whiz, man. You're so skinny. Jeez. On camera, Professor Griff talking all this stuff, this nonsense, this philosophy. A philosopher. You're not a philosopher. You don't even know what the heck you're freaking talking about half the time. What's range gain? Since you're such a philosopher, tell me what range gain is. Can't even explain what it is. Oh, I got to get a picture. We got a picture shot of what he's calling himself at the end of the day, because I got to post this on the site and put down. Can somebody contact him and ask him what range gain is, since he's a philosopher? Right? You're a philosopher, right? All right, I got a challenge for you now for the trolls. Find out if he knows exactly what range gain is, since he's declaring that, AKA, he's a philosopher, right? So, again, he should know what range gain is since he's a philosopher. So, contact him, find out where he is. if it's basically range gain. And you can sit there and say all you want that that's harassment. It's not, buddy. They're asking you a simple question. What is range gain? They're not contacting you and harassing your family, doing some dumb stuff that you did at the end of the day. They're not doing that. They're asking you questions about your product. You consider that to be harassment. Simple and plain. I've been asking you what's range gain. Since you're such a philosopher and you know all about that stuff, and you should be able to tell us exactly. I'm going to put this down here too. He's a philosopher. I got to post this one right here. He knows so much about this, that, and the other, but he can't tell you about range gain because he doesn't know what it is. It's just completely a bunch of ba-la-la. Ba-la-la, la-la-la. Let me see what he got here. It's a philosopher. That's what he says. There we go. But you're an old dude, man. And you're claiming this to be my product, right? That's what you're claiming to be? Good. I'm going to sue you on this too. So you better have my product. You better have my receipts, Mr. Rogers or Danny, wherever you call yourself today. You better have it. But until then, you're an old man. Hey, you want to do a ring fight? Come on. Me against you, ring fight. Come on. Of course you don't want to do no ring fight. I understand when people talk trash in the day, but he's an old man. Can't get no ring fight with him. He's an old man. He is. He's very old. You can tell. Look at him. I didn't know he was that old. I'm thinking at the end of the day that maybe he's probably roughly around my age. There's no way in the world he's 50 in his 50s. He can't be in his 50s. There's no way in the world. He's very old. Two years from now, gee whiz, man. That was 2 years from now. He is old. Whew, he's got to be around 60. 60-year-old men. Yeah, you're in the 60 range, but you look older than 60. You might be older than 60. Maybe late 60s? I would say probably late 60s. Late 60s. Late 60-year-old man. Don't tell me you don't dare tell me you're my age, because you're not my age. Nope. You're old, dude. You're super old. It's like literally like I might go in the room and forget something, but you go in the room and forget that you're actually in the room, that you actually walked in to go into. Oh, here we go. I'm starting with the jokes. Don't be nice. Be nice. Yeah, you're old, dude. You're super old. I thought for a minute that you were like, because I've seen the other videos, and I'm thinking like, okay, he's got to be roughly like around my age. But now I see the shoulders and everything. You're frail. You're like, you got that old man body. You're frail. You're very frail. You look very frail. And don't trip on anything. At the end of the day, you mess around and take out a hip, because you are really frail at the end of the day. You are. And don't get me wrong, people that are over 60, I'm not joking at you at the end of the day, because I got friends of mine that are in the military. They work out, exercise, all that, all day long. You would never even guess. They run farther than I do at the end of the day. I'm like, gee whiz, really? How old are you? Like, freaking, I got a friend of mine who's 66. He can run 10K. I'm looking at him like, what? Yeah, it depends on how you take care of yourself. That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. You can be 60. You can be 70. You can be 80. But if you take care of yourself, your body is an investment. I said that multiple times on camera. What you put in is what you get out. That's what it comes down to. Apparently, he didn't put nothing in there. He didn't put anything in the bank. Not a thing. There's no way in the world he's freaking near my age. If he's my age, then that is messed up. That is really messed up. Because he is so frail. You ever seen the movie called, what was it called? Freaking Cocoon. Cocoon, the aliens, when they basically died. Yeah, you coming off like this. You look like the aliens from Cocoon that just basically died. You're raising it, man. Can't get mad at the end of the day. And I ain't saying anybody that bases that age. No, I know people that age. People around me, I have people around me that work out all the time. The one guy I bumped into, he was 65. And I'm looking at him like, yeah, how old? That's when I walked home one day, I told you I bumped into that guy, had a conversation with him, and he told me his age. I said, I had muscles and everything. I said, how old are you? He said, 65. I was like, whoa. I said, I freaking just met my goal right there on the next stage of how I want to get to. His level. Freaking impressive. He work out, exercise. He don't smoke, he don't drink. Because I was asking, you smoke? He said, I don't smoke, I don't drink, none of that. I work out, you know what I mean? I eat right. I'm doing wrong. You eat right at the end of the day. Truthfully, I don't. Trying to make me think that maybe I should start eating right like him. Because, man, that shocked the daylights out of me when I was looking at, man, I'm thinking he's maybe my age. No, he's 65. He's 65, I'm 55. He got a 10-year jump on me. I'm like, shoot. That's why I came in the house. I said, man, that's impressive. Very impressive. 65, keeping in shape. Bam, 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 bam. You ain't got to do any crazy exercise. Basically working out every day. Walking is the best exercise that you can give yourself at the end of the day. It's fantastic for your heart. Stay away from them cigarettes. Stay away from that vape at the end of the day. People smoking vape left and right. Vape will freaking kill you. Keep smoking that stuff. Yeah, all that stuff, man, the body's a temple, man. I eat a lot of junk food. Yeah, it's true. People look at me, I eat a lot of junk food, but I basically work out a lot. Kind of like evens itself out. And I can only have fried foods once a month. Because, oh yeah, you know that fried food, heavy food and stuff like that, you're going to mess around and clog up your arteries and get something. Lifting weights at 65. Yeah, you built like this. This is how you built, Danny. Like that. You're frail. You should be to do this. You should be to do that easily. 65 is not even considered to be old, to tell you the truth. It's not. It depends on how you basically take care of yourself. That's what it comes down to. This summer, most people do in the wintertime. People don't work out in the wintertime. That's the best time to work out. The best time to work out is in the wintertime. Work out in the winter because most people don't want to do it. They don't want to work out in the wintertime. I don't know how anybody here in Allentown can be heavy because we got hills down here galore. Everybody down here, whether they're heavy or not, got to have amazing heart rates because the hills are freaking berserk down here. And people climb these hills all day long. They got to be in better health, better shape. It's like walking up a treadmill all day long. But yeah, you're old, dude. You're old. You are old. Ugh, don't get mad. What you can get mad about? Seriously. All right, here we go. I had to go find a picture first. So let me see. Let me go over to my channel. This is me in the office where I had the whiteboard behind me. What do you do? Where I had the whiteboard behind me. That's my shoulders. See my shoulders, how they slant up from here to here? That's my shoulders. That shows you how much I freaking lift in a day to get my shoulders to slant. Just like that. Oh, I should have kept that whiteboard. It's actually a nice whiteboard. They don't want me paint over it either. But it would have been nice though. Should have kept it though. I don't think they let me paint over it. Yeah, you see my shoulders, Danny? That's recently. That's me in the office where I had the whiteboard behind me before they moved it. That's what my shoulders look like. You see my arms? You see my chest at the end of the day? Yeah. And you don't know what you're getting yourself into at the end of the day, making threats toward me at the end of the day about fighting me. You lost your mind? I'm a trained fighter on top of that. No, man, no. I'm gonna ignore you. When you just an old grumpy old man. But that's what I look like. Those are my shoulders at the end of the day. I do a ton of push-ups. Get my push-up, get my workout in. Matter of fact, I better be working out right now. I gotta go do something. Yeah, my shoulders, baby. That's my shoulders. That's where my shoulders connect. Boom, boom. Hardest thing I got when I wear t-shirts is they pull down on this side because of my shoulders. And they catch me right up in here because my wingspan is nice. My whole object of when I live is not to be big and massive. I'm not that. I want one thing today. I want to be a nice size to be able to move quick and fast, but to have power at the same time. Now, my friends, on the other hand, they're big, they're massive guys at the end of the day. But it's easy for me to take them down because they're big and they're bulky and they're slow. Of course, if they get you, you're done. But other than that, yeah. But me, when I built my body up and I was training in martial arts, it wasn't about basically at the end of the day about being big. It was about basically having speed and power. That's what it was about. Yeah. So that's me now. When I lost all the weight and I started lifting weights again and started working out, yeah, that's a recent picture. Because that's me in the office, and that's the whiteboard that used to be right over there. When I mean you're frail, you're frail. You're a frail little man. See my shoulders? My shoulders I love my shoulders. Yeah, see how when I wear shirts, see how they pull around here because it's hard for the shirt to fit around my neck? Yeah. Eat whatever I want. Freaking work out like a dog. Meanwhile, your shoulders. Yeah, you got chicken wing shoulders. See how they're flat? They come straight out here and here? Yeah, chicken wing shoulders. That's what you have. You're frail. See how your shirt doesn't pull up? I wear a shirt like this, it pulls up right along here because of the wings. My chest. See how my shirt pulls up around my shoulders? Yeah, because of my wingspan. I'm going to be bigger than this. I want to be a little bit bigger, just a little bit. So I got new weights coming in for that. Jamie, your shoulders look like this? No, they don't. Your shoulders are fat and chunky. Because you refuse to basically lose weight. You don't want to do it. Yep, you don't want to do it at all, period. Can't get mad at me at the end of the day. Not my fault. You don't want to work out? Whose fault is that? I work out every single day. Because I want to live to be around for a while. So I got my shoulders bigger than what they were when I was 40. This is when I was 40 years old in Disney World. Yeah, you're a frail little man. I thought basically at the end of the day that you were around my age. Because one of the pictures I seen in Crowcast, he had the hat down real low. I'm thinking he's probably around my age. No, you're a frail little dude. Got no shoulders, got no chest, you got no arms, nothing. You're like a little frail little dude. Hitting you would be like hitting a little girl. Yeah, I'm good. I'll go play some shuffleboard, Pops. I got things to do. You are definitely not on my level. Don't pick fights with people at the end of the day. Don't do that. That's that dumb privilege nonsense. Stop doing that stuff. And this dummy sitting up there, Jamie was sitting up there in his apartment with a punching bag. Your punching bag is supposed to be past your face. It's really supposed to be at eye level. You got it all the way down here. I don't know what. And she had a nerve to send me some dumb message like saying, "Oh, you want to challenge me in the ring?" Are you kidding me? You're slow. You're heavy. I guarantee you sound like a rock water without water if you do 4 steps. You're not in the best of shape. I can really watch you swing all day long and just throw anti-air punches all day long and just sidestep you all day long. You know, you're not cut for it, man. You're not even in shape. I can take off running, have you try to chase me, and then come back and BAM! kick the daylights out of you, because I've done that to people. At the end of the day, people that were big and everything, I knew that they couldn't run that fast. They would tire out. Yeah, take off running, have them run, and then when they come back, I'm fully charged. You're tired. Yeah, take your part. You think I'm running because I'm afraid of you. No, I'm not running afraid of you. I'm tiring you out. Get up there and they, the minute they grab their knees and they breathing, I'm coming back for you. Yeah. Tired as can be. Can't barely breathe. Wait, hold on. Hold on to what? You started it. Nobody running you because I'm afraid of you. You don't get you to run after me. Taunt you so you can run. Keep running. Keep running. Keep running. Tire yourself out. And you tire yourself will come back. Because I'm designed for it. Yeah, there you go. Y'all know, you got to think. You're smart about it. Yep. But, you know, I try to do things the right way. Because, again, I can't get on that road. But, man, I tell you, you're lucky at the end of the day that I can't. You're lucky I can't. There's certain rules I can't cross. Because I have to basically keep it real with God. You're lucky. You are so lucky, man. I set up a ring match. And ring match I'll set up will be basically no rules, full contact. You wouldn't survive it. Don't talk trash to me like that, man. At the end of the day, don't disrespect people. You write checks. You got a bad habit of writing checks you can't cash. But don't worry. Like I said, you talk that nonsense because people are a habit of talking trash like this, or a habit of talking it. And you're going to talk it up in there. Somebody's going to do something to them because you can't be acting like that, man. You're frail. You're a little man at the end of the day. I kind of feel like I'm 56 years old, and I kind of feel like my grandpa. That's how I see him, like a grandfather or something. You somebody I would help walk across the street and make it to the other side. You're the type of person at the end of the day, like if young people were messing with you, I would have your back at the end to make sure they wouldn't touch you. That's what you look like to me. You're old, man. I mean, I understand people are old, but the way he was coming at me, calling me old, he was calling me fragile, he was calling me all this stuff like, you know, I mean, I need to get a wheelchair or a walker and all this stuff, and you looking like that? And that's 2 years ago? What the heck you look like now? Pretty sure you ain't carrying around a sickle and like a whole black cloth and all that and everything, right? Yeah, gee, where's the reason? You got to know to talk to me that way? I'm 56. I can easy date women in their 20s with no problem. Easy. You get on my nerves too. Always, don't you shut up. My goodness, always talk. Yeah, I can't stand it. It gets on my nerves. Anyway, yeah. You've got to be kidding me. Chicken wings, hot dogs and bolognas. Yeah, you just no, man, no. Take this down real quick. No, this is what I recently look like now. Those are my shoulders. That's how I'm built. Yeah, my shirts don't go this way, they go up this way, not this way. No, I'm not on here bragging like I'm a big giant hawk. I'm nothing like that. I got my body back what I wanted to get it back to, and I had to work to get that because I lost all of that. Between when I was 40 years old, I was in good shape, perfect shape, and then I got sick and lost everything. I had to work to get that. And you got a nerve to call me names at the end of the day? Are you kidding me? Ooh, I like those shoulders, though. Look at them shoulders. They're like hills. Like you can put something just roll right down the side. Like bam, bam, bam. Taco got better shoulders than you. He can't. All right, let's be nice about this. Man, let's be nice about it. Yeah, be nice about it. Even when I meet the younger guys at the end of the day, and they be like, "You what? You like 56?" Like, yeah, I'm 56 years old. They be like, "You got to be kidding me." I said, "No, I'm 56." See, the thing about it is, when you're young, you better hope that you get to my age intact. Because that's when your body's going to try to kill you. A lot of you not. That's when it's going to try. It's going to try its hardest to kill you. All the things that you did when you was young, like smoke, drink, drugs, all that stuff, when you reach my age, that's when the jacked up stuff starts popping up. You know what I mean? And I hate to say it and put it out there, but yeah, this is when the really bad stuff comes up. Like cancer, all kinds of heart attacks, strokes, all that stuff could pop up. Anything and anything could pop up. You better make sure you put the time in to invest into your body. So when you reach that stage, at least you could bite some of those things off. Thank God I was in excellent shape when I sucked in all that mold and I got poisoned. Because if I smoked or drank or did anything really crazy and wrecked my body at the end of the day, it would have killed me. And they told me that. It's a good thing I didn't smoke because it would have killed me. What you put in is what you get out. Now, what that is right there, that is what you call inner strength training. Well, basically does not require basically weights at all, period. It's like practicing how to cheat, same way. So you can actually exercise your muscles as you actually walk or stand. Strengthen your muscles. Yeah. Now, I want ice cream. Taco, you want ice cream? Would you like some ice cream, Taco? Taco, over there, you want some ice cream? Do you want some Tyson, Taco? Taco likes ice cream. Like want some ice cream? He's fighting something over there. You know, he's jumping around. Gee whiz, man. I had no idea was that. I'm not trying to be rude, but he's frail. He's very frail. He's a frail dude. And he talked a lot of trash. We got emails. I got emails from him talking all this trash about beating me up and wanting to fight me and all this stuff. You really still want to go through with that? No, I don't think you do. I think you were just talking stuff. You're just a bitter, angry man. That's all. All right, bitter, angry man. I'm going to leave you alone. Because I got to learn to respect my elders. And I have to respect my elders. I'm not saying to be wrong, but you're way older than me. So I have to respect my elders. But next time you want to go on camera and talk to people like they're supposed to be trash at the end of the day. And like I said, I don't even know you, to tell you the truth, honestly. You just attacked me for the simple fact that you don't like, you're friends with Jamie, and Jamie says some nasty stuff, so you figure to say nasty stuff to me too. You're lucky we don't live in the same neighborhood. You know that, right? You know what would have happened, right? We lived in the same neighborhood. I'd have came over to your house. We had to fight. If I popped up there and saw some nonsense, yeah, I'd be at your front door. It'd be me and you. That's it. Me and you rumbling. You know the outcome of that, right? You know what's going to happen, the outcome of that, right? Yeah. You got to be careful at the end there running your mouth like that. You really do. I treat everybody with respect. Everybody with respect. Nice, kind, everybody. You guys don't even know me, and you came at me in the most nastiest way you could possibly ever think of. So, man, if we were ever neighbors, and you said that nonsense, like he said, what? Yeah, I done right in front of your door. All you ever saw was basically just punching you right in the face. That's it. And I doubt you getting up. You're kind of frail right there. I probably wouldn't even hit you either because you're kind of frail. So probably would most likely, I don't know, probably do some water on you, something like that. It can't harm you. Something light at the end of the day that won't harm you or anything. You know, I can't really hit you or anything because you're old man at the end of the day. I feel even bad even saying that at the end of the day. Like, that'd be like me striking my grandfather. That even don't even sound right. You're frail, man. I mean, it sounds kind of bad. Even when I say it, it sounds bad. Like I'm actually striking my grandfather or something. That's what it feels like. So, I don't know. I guess I probably just ignore you because you're just angry and bitter. That's all you are. I got to see it that way. I got cursed about an old person for no reason at all. Like, they cursed me out. And I'm just looking at the person like, okay. I mean, just whatever it is, whatever floats your boat, it helps you through your day. But I see right now you need that. You're just angry and bitter. I guess as you get, I can't say that either because I know people that are really, really old and they're not bitter like that. Maybe it's just you. You're just a bitter old man. That's all. I mean, you probably look in the mirror and look at your wife and say, do you think I'm old? And she's probably thinking, yeah, I think you're definitely old. You know, because the women basically live longer than men. That's pretty much it. And they age much less than men do. They do. Which is interesting. If your wife divorced you, right, she could easily hook up with somebody else. Very, very easy. You, on the other hand, can't. It's easier for a woman to bounce back in a divorce than it is for a man to bounce back. It really is. It really is. Yep. Unless you take care of yourself and you're in shape, got a good job, run your own company at the end of the day and all that stuff, then yeah, it's a different story. It's a different table at the end of the day. But judging by your chicken, oh my goodness, I can't say that. It's wrong. He's an old guy at the end of the day. You gotta show him respect. You gotta show him respect. He's an old guy. I see when people be disrespecting you, just gotta go. Just gotta take a deep breath and just, nope, can't say that, can't say this, nope. Just keep it. Let them. They be snapping at you, and you be just going, man. I tell you, yeah, boy, my goodness, man. I tell you one thing, you have inspired me. You know why you inspired me? I want to work out more now. No way in the world I want to look like that. There's no way in the world. That's what Jamie did for me. Looking at Jamie on video, walking around and everything, I was like, oh, shoot, I look like that. I'm in that category now. When that joker called me fat, I'm thinking he's fat himself. I'm like, I'm in that category? Oh, heck no. We got to work out. We definitely got to work out, man. Yeah. That first couple of 2 years, man, I ain't eat no fast food, nothing at all, man. He was my motivator. I watched his videos and watched him slugged around on back and forth. I was like, nope, don't want to go through that, man. I like the fact that wearing a t-shirt, and when my shirt drops, it basically is not resting on my stomach when it drops. Yeah. So basically, from him at the end of the day, seeing him, he motivated me to actually lose the weight. Thank you so much. That's from Jamie. And then when it came, and the interesting thing about all this, for those of you people sitting there saying, oh, but you're so, no. When I was this guy, it would have been different. When I was this guy, I was extremely arrogant. And I thought that people were fat for the sake of just being fat because they were lazy and that was it. That's the person I was when I was that person. Yeah, I was a whole different person. Sometimes you got to walk a mile with someone's shoes, and sometimes you got to go through the pain and suffering to understand that when people are in that situation, they're struggling. But I couldn't see that because I couldn't figure out why a person can't get up, they can't work out every day, and why they can't do this and can't do that. Some people can't do that. Some people have medical issues. Some people go through depression. Some people eat at the end of the day because they was molested or something that went on in their life that twisted their heads up, and they ended up in that situation as food being their only comfort. And now they eat, and every time they get upset, they keep eating, and they get depressed, and next thing you know, they're in that situation. But I didn't see it that way. So sometimes you have to end up in that way in order to understand. So when I got sick, and I couldn't lift weights anymore, and I couldn't work out, and they had me on medication, and my weight was picking up, and I just looked at it like, well, hey, I'm in my 50s anyway. This is the way I'm supposed to look. And I just kept on getting heavier and kept on getting heavier and heavier and heavier, and I was at 280 pounds. I was tipping almost at 300 pounds. So then when he sent me that picture and called me fat, that's what I said at the end of the day. I said, look, well, at least I'm going to try to lose this weight, and I'm going to go work back out again. The disease is going to have to kill me in the process because I'm not going out like that. So I started working out. But I had to give up all the things I was used to eating every single day. Couldn't have the chips anymore, no cookies, none of that stuff I eat right now. I couldn't have any of that all, period, because I need to lose the weight. I had to go into the rabbit food stage, vegetables and fruits and all that stuff and everything. And I had to work out a little bit, slowly, gradually getting myself back to that particular point. Taking little short walks. I can only walk half a block at one point, but it was that bad. But it gave me an understanding and respect for other people that just because I was born thin and I never had to worry about that problem, I had to learn to go through that process to understand what other people were going through. Because Lord didn't like the person I was becoming. So guess what? You want to basically mock other people at the end of the day? You want to laugh at other people? I want to put you in the same situation they're in. And that's what happened. I ended up in the same situation. Now I have more respect. When I see people trying to lose weight, I'll be like, look, man, I'll help you out with this, that, and the other. Not a problem. I know they're going to fail over and over again. That's a process. That's all we do. I did the same thing. I failed. I was supposed to be on a diet. I went snuck and got something to eat. I messed the whole entire diet up. I had to start all over again. So I learned how to go through that whole process and climb that mountain all over again to get it done. It was hard to do. It was very hard to do to get back to where I needed to be at. And that's what I have now. When you've never been heavy. You've always been a thin kid all your life. And then you finally get big at the end of the day, you get an understanding on how hard it is to get that back. But see, what I don't like about Jamie is, I don't like that Jamie basically came at me to insult me and be nasty about it. Now I got friends of mine that are heavy at the end of the day. They're not being nasty to me at the end of the day. Like, hey Ken, you work out a lot. Can you help me out? I ain't got a problem with that. Let's go do this. You know what I mean? We'll do it gradually. We'll do it slow. We're not gonna do it on my pace. We'll do it on your pace. We'll do it slow. Here's my phone number. If you need to call me, a little moment of weakness or whatever, we'll go out and get a bag full of grapes and joke and laugh, take your mind off or whatever. At the end of the day, to help you get to that basically desired weight that you're trying to get to. And I tell them at the end of the day, I'm not a professional. I'm not a dietitian. Go see a dietitian, and I'll help you out whatever the dietitian tells you to do. That's it. But if you're going to contact me and be nasty about it, then expect to get the same thing back from me. You're going to call me fat? Guess what? You're fat also. But the difference between me and you, Mr. Fernando, is I lost my weight. I got myself back on track, where you're still the same way. So, da-da. So you try to twist and say, oh, he's fat shaming me. Nobody's fat shaming you. You're fat. Just like when you sat there and called me fat. I was fat. You see me sitting there crying on camera, oh my goodness, he called me fat. I am fat. I was fat. I was 280 pounds. I was fat. A couple 20 more pounds. It would have been 300 pounds. And rough than that, it would have been 350. And yeah, I was fat. So I lost the weight. That's what I did. And was it easy? No, it wasn't easy. That crap was freaking hard as I don't know what. It was hard. There was no easy process about it. It was freaking hard. You know how hard it is to try to lose weight, especially in the middle of the night when basically you want to snack and eat all the time. And it's even harder for people who have kids. It's 10 times harder for them because at least I don't have any kids. So if I want to clean my refrigerator out and put nothing but health food in there, I can do that. But you can't do that when you have kids because kids got to have snacks and cookies and chips and all that stuff, especially the pantry. You've seen jokes about the whole pantry thing. So it's even harder because the snacks are staring you in the face. Right there. What can you do? You open up a bag of cookies for your kids, you be so badly want to get one of those cookies out, like, oh, I just want to get just one out of there, but you can't touch it. That's why I said people have kids and trying to lose weight. Boy, I got more respect for you than anybody else. I don't know how in the world you did it. How in the world you did it? Because you got to have it. You got kids. Hard to do, but people do it. They lose the weight. I guess I would say they would have a better training than most people, because the temptation's there. If you can fight the temptation while it's there, while it's up in your face, you can get around that. You know what I mean? You can get past that. Man, that's some pretty powerful, basically, self-control at the end of the day. That's super powerful. At the end of the day, that's like going on a diet and living in a supermarket. That is really, really some power of self-control. So I guess in a way that kind of would help to have it right there in your face all the time. But can you lose the weight? Yeah, you can lose the weight. You can do anything your mind is to do. You can do anything you put your mind to. But it doesn't help to insult people and be nasty to people when you're the same way yourself. Mr. Fernando. Now, looking at whatchamacallit over here, you get there contacting me, calling me all kinds of names and telling me at the end of the day that, I'm an old man this and an old man that and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, talking all this trash, talking about smacking me and fighting me. You really want to go down that road at the end of the day? And I couldn't even hit you, to tell you the truth, because you remind me of my well, you're not my grandfather, but, you're like a grandfather. That's what you to me. That's what I see you as. You're like a grandfather. You know what I mean? I just look at you and just laugh at you like, oh, he just angry. He mad. That's all. He's just mad, angry. He's bitter. That's what he do. He's just bitter right now. He's just mad. He'll calm down. He'll be okay. That's how I see you as now. I don't even take you. I look at your videos now. I just look at him like he's just an angry old man. He's mad. He's angry. It's just full of, like how they say it, full of piss and vinegar. That's all. He's just angry and bitter. That's all he is. And piss is not a curse word, by the way. He's just an angry old man. That's all he is. I want to see you as that from now on. He's just an angry man. That's all. He's just an angry man. Oh. I'm thinking you my age at the end of the day. But I still got to take you to court and sue you, so that's definitely going to happen either way. So that's part of it all. I'm not going to have lenience on you because you look like you kicking that. So I don't know if he was in his 90s I say maybe I might just basically go in a different direction. Yeah, we probably ignore him. If he was 80 or something like that, yeah, we ignore you. But you old enough to basically go to jail. You too old to be doing this stuff. You're way too old. Man, you're way too old to be doing this, man. Seriously, what is wrong with you? How are you that old walking around in your backyard making statements about buying people's products that you never purchased to begin with? You're old. You should know better than this. Seriously. I bet you're a grandpa. I know you're a grandpa. I had gray hair coming out your ears and everything. I had gray hair in the front. Yeah, that's what I do got. But man, dude, giving me flashbacks to the Quaker oatmeal dude. Sheesh. I had no idea. That's 2 years ago. You know what he got to look like now? Jeez. It's the right thing to do at the right time. And you've got to be roughly about, I don't know, 61, 62. You got to be in the 60 range. You got to be. And he had a nerve to put down projection screen scams. And this guy can't even, he's a philosopher. He can't even tell you what range gain is. I can't feel like, I feel kind of bad now making these comments now because I feel like I'm messing with the elderly now. That's what it kind of feels like right now. It literally feels that way. It feels like I'm messing with the elderly. That doesn't even feel right at all, period. I'm going to delete this video when we're done with this because, man, this feels wrong at the end of the day. It does, man. You're old, man. You're really old, man. If I knew you were this old, man, I just would just ignored you all the way, man. But I thought you maybe around my age at the day. But you're a really old guy. Like, I don't know whether like, really, seriously, like, you know how somebody you meet, like, is really super old, and you kind of look at them like, you feel kind of, yeah, I got to sue you anyway. I'm still going to take you to court because I got to sue you. Maybe we can basically, I don't know, man. Yes, jeez, man, you're old. I don't have to, and I want people that are old to take offense of the wrong way, because no. He came off like he's some kind of young buck. That's how he tried to act like he was tough. When he was contacting me and carrying on, like he was tough and all that. That's why. But, yeah, seriously? That's what it was. He came up and he was tough. Like I said, I got people 65 that can kick my behind at the end of the day. I got people in their 70s that can kick their behind. They masters, they grandmasters in martial arts, boxers, MMA fighters and all that stuff. Yeah, can easily kick my behind at the end of the day. I got people that can run farther than I can, and I can't even do it. They lift more than I can at the end of the day. But this guy came off as being something that he wasn't supposed to. He tried to come off like he was a young boy. You ever seen his containers? Like, he has his face on his containers to make him say, because I thought he was probably like younger. He tries to make himself look young. Let me see if I can find one of these. Gee, man. Yeah, we got to respect our elders. I'm not trying to be rude by saying it, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this. He's oh, man. I don't even know how to process this. I'm going to do some gaming and take a walk or something. Yeah, man, I still got to take it to court. I still have to. You did violate my company, so I have to go down that route. Unless you want to write me a long letter of an apology and give me an apology written and read on YouTube, that's what you'll have to do. But if you don't, I'm just going to hit you. That's all too. I'm going to file lawsuits against you. You're too old to lose everything, man. You are too old to be getting that kind of game at the end of the day. You lose everything, man. That's it. You know I can take your life insurance from you. You know that, right? The same thing with the other one. I can take your life insurance policy. You don't want that at the end of the day. You're probably retired. You look retired. So I can take it all from you. Everything. So, yeah. And then there's that whole thing with you guys being in Crowcast and using my copyrights without my permission as your thumbnail. I can get every last one of you for that. And you know what comes with copyright infringements? Even though you were with the group, you all know each other, and you're all known for basically attacking my company, I can literally get you for that. You can't handle a copyright violation. You would lose everything. You were too old. I'm still going to sue you. Let's see exactly what it comes down to. Let's see basically at the end of the day if we can basically come with some kind of agreement or settlement. I'll take you to arbitration. I'll take you to arbitration. I'll try to work out something with you. But you're going to pay me something. And I think you should do about a year in jail. Let's see what that comes up to. I don't even know. Honestly, no, I don't know. I don't think you're gonna. No, we got to think about that. We gotta put that on the back burner for right now. I had no idea he was this old. He's an old guy. And like throwing my grandfather in jail. Let me see. Jeez, man. Hold on. My brain, trying to get my brain to connect here. Like this right here, jacking me up right now. I'm trying to get my brain to process on that one. Jeez. Man, you're not this great. You're too old to be doing that. Like, really? Too old to be doing that. Jeez. You're a grandfather, for goodness sakes. You should not be doing this dumb stuff. Whew, man. I'm trying to process this, man. I'm literally trying to process this nonsense. That is freaking crazy. I had no idea he looked like that. That's where he closed his website. Oh yeah, probably closed his website. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I told you he did this. He basically went in and closed his entire website. Sold out. He closed the whole site down. Everything. Because again, talking too much trash. He literally closed the whole website down. Everything. Hold on, we got to post this to the blacklist. Jeez, man. He closed the whole website down. He just recently did that because you can see there's the other new labels he has. But yeah, he shut down his website right there. Jeez. "10 years from now, I'll be 66. I plan to be in fantastic shape before I hit that mark. 10 years from now, where will you be at?" If that's your starting point there, sheesh. That's insane. I'm thinking this guy's young. I think this guy's a little bit younger, maybe like I think roughly like maybe like early 50s, I'm thinking. And if you tell me you're the same age I am, that's not something technically I think I want to hear. Really? You're the same? No. What freaking evil genie did you break and walk upon at the end of the day? I wish to be young. Reverse it. You know, evil genies do the opposite of everything. They don't basically curse you instead of basically giving you wishes. And it's crazy. They literally feel like I'm disrespecting my grandfather. Gee whiz Louise. Well, don't go carrying on me. Don't be up here talking about, hey, you disrespected a senior citizen. Look, let me tell you something, man. At the end of the day, you got to know better, all right? You can't be going around and just basically doing dumb stuff because you're a senior citizen. I'm a senior citizen. I'm 56 years old. I'm a senior citizen. So how come I look like that and you look like that? Oh, yeah, because I work out a lot. I work out a ton at the end of the day. Jeez. I didn't realize how big, because I've been doing a lot of lifting. I didn't realize how big my shoulders were until I actually walked in here and I was basically doing, I had the camera on and I was basically pulling my arms up, bring my shoulders out. And I'm like, shoot, like, yeah, I put a lot of work in. I had to lose the weight, had to build all that back up again, had to get used to working out. I went through a whole lot of stuff. And then as I'm working out, my lungs have to get used to opening up and expanding because they haven't done it in a long time. So I had a couple of instances where I ended up in the back of an emergency vehicle where basically my chest locked up. I couldn't breathe. Something went on because my body had to get used to going through all that again. To be able to walk 21 1,000 steps is a big accomplishment because I couldn't even walk past my garage without basically using an inhaler. When you're going to come and talk to me and disrespect me on that level, you know, we're in the same, or I don't know if we're in the same age group. Hey, do me a favor. Roughly shoot a video and say, hey, I'm this age. I'm curious to know how old you are. I'm thinking you're 60 because I'm not trying to be rude. I don't everybody think I'm being disrespectful because if you're 6 years old, because no, I told you, I know people 65, and that's my goal right there. I seen somebody literally at 65 was built better than me, and I'm like, what the freak? What the freak do you do? What freaking magic genie, pot, wishes, Harry Potter do you do? Nah, I just work out every day, man. But he eat right. He literally eats right. I eat like a 5-year-old kid. Know what you eat? I said chips, corn, all things. You can't eat that stuff at the end of the day. You'll mess around and kill yourself. But I've been eating it forever. It works out for me. For some reason, it just does. Oh my goodness. What the Sam Chicken Hill are you doing? Oh, I forgot we got more stuff in this guy. But it's crazy.
To apologize, but man, we gotta talk about this one. See, this is what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, these two jokers talk so much. And I guess I can go to PayPal for like $5 and say, hey, look,
See, trying to make yourself like a young buck. He's an old dude. I'm thinking he's like maybe roughly late 30s. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe rough 30s. I'm thinking he may be. You know, late 30s. Oh, he's not late 30s. You can literally be doing commercials for Omaha Insurance. You got a nerve to run your mouth to me at the end of the day and call me old and broken down, this, that, and the other. You kidding me? You got to be kidding me. You want a survival training camp with me? I'll take you. I'll pay for it. You drop 100 pounds on your back, 200 on your back, run you through the whole grinder of it all. Yeah, see how he try to make himself look like he's a young buck at the end of the day? Really? This is what you coming off as? That's two different people, man. That is definitely not you in that can at all, period. Gee whiz, I got a life alert around his neck, I swear. Gee whiz, Louise, you gotta be freaking kidding me. It is like basically, I'm not trying to be rude here, but literally the first thing that comes to mind is Grandpa. You don't get mad about, man, you don't want to basically talk all that trash at the day, but I gotta look at it now as a way, because he's old, I gotta look at it in a way like, it's like basically like somebody yelling at me that maybe, I don't know, I didn't even know how to process this, man. And that's like somebody talking a lot of trash to you on the phone, right? Talking all this big bad trash to you, blah, 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 blah. And you drive down and you find that house and you get out the car to go walk over to him to go hit him. It's an old guy come out and you're like, can't do anything about it. You get in the car slowly and just drive off like, boy. I was taught to respect my elders. I was taught to respect my elders. Man. And he don't get mad like, but you